That looks amazing. Let me just... Boom. There's the thumbnail for this video. Wow. So, let's see about this. First, the big thing here is the Conjuring. It is the newest feature that they've added. Summon tickets. So, general tickets, you'll be able to find them in the Air Shop. Oh, also in the daily bonus calendar, daily missions, and Monsterwood events. Alright. Persistence pays off. Next to the summon button of each gate, you'll see guaranteed rewards that you'll receive after a certain number of summons. You can see other guaranteed rewards at the bottom of the probability screens. Okay, so let me show you. Wow, shout out to the anonymous team member who got me Preston. That is amazing. So there is a lot of new stuff this season. It almost feels like a new era in that sense because they added a lot. So first thing is the biggest, like the thing that sticks out most, at least to me, the new Conjuring. So apparently, it's this entire new system. It probably deserves its own video, but I'll go over it briefly here. So now there's a Conjuring thing, kind of like the Battle Pass, where you can infinitely conjure up rewards. Look at these probabilities. Like, look, that's a 0.06 probability to just summon a Nyla the Revenant. And it's like a 0.8 chance to get a Waldorf. And then, you know, you can get older generations, you can get legendaries, but there's a low chance for everything. So really, you might get one of these. Although it's like, look, it says it right here. 75% chance for a legendary, 1.6% chance to even get 5 cells. So basically, somehow you earn these summoning tickets, and you can use these summoning tickets. You can use either the event summoning tickets that will be for a month, it looks like, or for a full season, or you can use the basic summoning tickets to get like rewards that aren't as good, or you can do it here, where look at the rewards here. The rewards here are like Monster Device, newest monster that I think they added for this event specifically. That's really cool. You could get Duke, you know, Vrack, Shrieker. There's a whole lot here, and it looks really cool. I can't wait to see how this feature works out, because it seems like a low probability, but a decent little chance to get a ton of monsters. So apparently, you can get these things in the daily rewards. So as of right now, I'm not seeing where exactly that is. But maybe they'll add it tomorrow or something. It says there's a couple free ways you can get it. I kind of assumed that it'd be out of the Black Friday chest, but it looks like that's not true. Right now, the only way you can get these Conjuring tickets is, of course, sadly, to buy them, which feels like a total, like, money grab move, you know? Grab a ton of tickets and then get a ton of free rewards. Still, even with these tickets, you're just spinning the lottery. So to go over that real quick, right now there's no free way to do it, but, you know, the event just started. We don't even know how we'll get these tickets yet. It said, in the thing I just read, how you're supposed to, but we don't know how true that is. So yeah, just a way to earn some monsters, some cells, a cool little event. I don't think it's going to be anything big. Second, Usagon. He is really bad. He's a maze monster, and sometimes maze monsters are really great, like Shadonia, and I'm sure there's many other good examples, but this is not one of them. He is just a poor... Wait, hold on, what is that? Ooh. Okay, right here. Okay, so the more... Oh, so the more maze tokens you spend, you can get these seasonal summoning tickets that you can use for the summons. Alright, so this is one of the ways. Wow, so there's incentive to spending these things to get seasonal tickets. That's really cool. So, sadly, Usagon is just a bad denier. He can hardly pull off the stun and stamina draining well. And then he has, like, Hellfire, a few decent curses. He's not worth getting, but now, for this new event, I'd say wait until the 150 galactic resource. What is it? The 150 Astronite path that always shows up mid-race. Try your hardest to get it. And then maybe you'll get some good stuff you can spend on the summoning. And who knows, maybe you'll even get Monster Device. And look at this. As it said right there, you get a guaranteed Monster Device 22 after 85 summons. So, I mean, the summons are really expensive, so I don't know how worth it that is. That's like saying after you spend like 1,000 gems, you'll get a guaranteed something after you finish spinning the roulette for 10 gems. But it's much more expensive than that. So I'm not sure how viable that is. But yeah. Other thing. There's a lot to go over. I haven't even touched the surface. Spend your bounty hunt tokens. I feel really bad that I missed out on only one monster by one cell, Mandarka, but luckily he's not the most needed. He was definitely a fun monster. I really wanted to pick him up, but, no crying over spilt milk. Real happy that I just got Preston from a teammate. So Preston is the new YouTuber monster. He's actually he is an infinite extra turn attacker with great dots. I suggest going for him. Here are his breeding combos. As always, it is really easy to get. I hope you have at least these two monsters. You're guaranteed to have them, or you can easily breed them. So definitely pick up Preston. He's really good, but it's one of those things where they release really good free monsters like Preston, like Kanekro, like Lord Heyman, like Voltaik Redeemed. For those of you guys who don't know, he is the free monster. Wow. When they're not the most usable, which is upsetting. You can watch videos for cells of Preston and Voltaik the Redeemed. That is a really good deal. I am definitely going to be watching videos as much as I can to get these guys beforehand, although I already have Preston now thanks to an amazing team. Let's see, what else is there to go over? There's a lot, because it feels like an entire new season. There's the new Conjuring challenge. Oh yeah, that's just the maze thing. New PvP monster, Immunoid. He's actually really cool. His gimmicks are kind of weird. He is, you know how they'll release a monster like Shivery and stuff like that, where they can they release monsters who can specialize in just applying all of these good effects that all synchronize. He is the, immune. He's like the monster who will give you all of the immunities, which, plays to the name, Immunoid. He can give torture immunity with space-time, which sadly space-time doesn't protect you from dots. It doesn't protect you from negative effects. It doesn't stop them from removing your positive effects. It's just it's a damage shield and only protecting you from damage if they punch you, basically. It's not the best, but that's what he's using instead of evasion. It's gimmicky for sure. He can do immune to control. He's just a fun little monster. I'm definitely gonna need to see him better when I get him, but I will tell you now, he's a pretty good free-to-play monster. I would definitely get him at rank 3. I'm pretty sure his trait isn't that great. Let me look over it real quick. Possession. Whoa. That's new. At the start of the battle, applies random protection to all allies. Is it a trait to all allies? Hold on, let me see. What's another monster that does positive effects at the start of the battle? Yeah, he's all area random. No, whoa. Okay, so if he gives everyone a random trait, this guy could be a big new guy, because I don't know, that looks really different. I haven't seen anything like that before. That's definitely new. So where are you? Immunoid? Definitely pick him up. You'll just have to play PvP and you'll get him easily. I think he's a pretty good PvP monster. Definitely worth grinding it out for. And yeah, Preston, pretty good. I've seen him. He has a low nature poison extra turn, low fire burn extra turn, low some other element dot extra turn. He's the guy who does that. So he's pretty great. Even if he's a 3-tap and then strong attack, that is 3 different elemental attacks. So you have a lot of different elements at his disposal. So you'll give him 3 dots, 3 different elements. So let's say they were magic, so your fire isn't doing that much damage, but then your nature attack does a lot of damage. Wow, I think he's a really interesting monster. I can't wait to review him. Thanks so much to the teammate that just gave it to him. that just bought him for the whole team. I'm definitely looking forward to that review. But yeah, PvP monster Immunoid, definitely worth going for. I'm definitely going to be grinding this season. Watch these videos, and time to go over what we've all been waiting for, the Battle Pass. So first I'll go over this little... Whoa, it still says it's Velvet Tom? That is a glitch. Well, it is supposed to say Obliterion or whatever. He is an artifact attacker with some weak support moves. He does have an insane metal damage move, 40% metal AoE. He's an artifact, and he gives positive effects. When he's an artifact, he can't even use it. He's definitely not the worst monster ever, but he's not that great either. I wouldn't go out of your way to spend $50 just to get him, but if you're one of those guys who just always buys the $50 pass, he's not the worst monster ever. You'll definitely get some use out of him. I'll go over the free one first because, like, come on, let's be honest. You're watching my video, you're getting the free battle pass. Voltaik redeemed. Wow, this is the third Voltaik they've made, and as far as I know, the only monster who directly goes from legendary to 2 different mythical forms. I know there's YouTuber monsters, but first off, they didn't start off as a legendary. And with, No. Okay, so there is Mr. Beast, but he didn't have a legendary. And Dream, he's just like... They explicitly say in the lore, it's not the same guy. It's Dream choosing different characters. So this is, like, wow, an amazing free-to-play monster. He's basically Voltaik, Dark Voltaik, you know, the same exact breed. But now he's Light and Thunder instead of Dark and Thunder or just Thunder. That is great for the current meta we're in, where he fits in nicely with the Light meta, along with all these Light Thunder monsters like Boss Durex and Galvanus. He does get kind of squashed because he can't kill Galvanus, who is the ultimate anticipation monster. So if he can't kill Galvanus, Galvanus will absolutely destroy him, give his whole team anticipation. Galvanus really shuts this guy out of the meta, but if you're not facing a Galvanus, he's great. Sadly, unlike Dark Voltaik, he doesn't have status caster or trait dodge area, because, like, look, Dark Voltaik, he was really powerful because he had that self dodge area, and even if you could possess him, even if he wasn't immune to it, he was still always going to do an extra turn move and then end up killing you anyways. With Voltaik redeemed, he doesn't have dodge area, so an AoE cleanse will cleanse it away. He doesn't have that amazing synergy with taunt monsters and dodge area, but he does have an even better protection if monsters have cold blood, which is about to be a lot more common. They can't attack him still because he has a status caster evasion. He does have moves that apply dodge area, which is why Electrified, this is one of the first times I've thought Electrified was an actually good thing. He can apply dodge area, so if you don't know what Electrified is, it's a dot that blocks dodge area. So he's immune to a thunder attack, which, you know, he's a thunder monster, you didn't really need it. But nothing will stop him from applying his dodge area unless he has nanovirus or negative effects or positive effects blocked. So that trait actually really helps him. It really complements what he does. And then he has tough. This is just a really good trait to have. 35% less accuracy. It's really more like 50% less accuracy. A lot of things are going to miss on you. His silhouette is very funny looking. He's just a great, amazing free-to-play attacker. And the free-to-play Battle Pass trait, or talent, is Interdimensional Ship. When turn starts, if the wearer's stamina is above 50, usually this means it'll kick in at the start of the battle. It gives an armor of 20,000 points to the wearer and applies 50% damage protection to the wearer. So this is basically at the start of the battle, your tank is going to be like, it's going to have damage protection, it's going to have more armor. This is going to be a great relic to throw on like MC Boss, any free-to-play tank. I personally love the relic. Now, as for the relic as for the talent you earn when you complete his Era Saga, it's fantastic. Mysterious Light. After damaging with the skill, if the wearer's life is above 50, you know, this, I'll always say it, if it's for stamina or life above 50, then it's just trying to say at the start of the battle, this will kick in. It'll deal 12,000 points of light damage to all enemies 3 times. As long as your life isn't below 50, this is going to wreck dark monsters. So that's really good. 3 uses, by the way. So, and then the second bit, which is the powerful bit, almost like the latest UA, which whenever they make a free UA, it's not as good. But this one definitely has its usability. When turn starts, if the wearer's stamina is below 25, it gains an extra turn. You know what this means? If a monster had a 0 stamina, 0 cooldown attack, they could do it, and they'd be out of stamina, and they could get an extra turn, and they could do it again. They could recharge before that extra turn, and then on that extra turn, they could do their best attack. Like, this is going to make draining stamina an actually bad idea, and this is most notable for what it'll do for infinite extra turn attackers like Voltaik. Because let's say you do all of your attacks, and then you run out of stamina. Boom, you get an extra turn, you get to recharge with this one, and you get to go ahead and do it again. This is a fantastic free-to-play talent, and I really recommend picking it up. This is just great. And then the pay-to-win one for the Great Cthulhu is when the turn ends, if any enemy's life is below 50%, deals 30,000 points of dark damage to targets and applies nightmares to targets. So this is like, if any enemy is close to dying, do Hidden Shiv and hope that it kills them. That's really great. It says 2 targets, so I think that means to all enemies, since it doesn't specify, it doesn't say random, which I really hate it when it does random. And then when turn starts, if the wearer's life is below 50, so Cold Blood is amazing. Getting to apply Cold Blood on any attacker is amazing, but you have to have their life below 50, which is really hard to do on attackers. It's kind of like Demonic Wings, where you had to be below 50% life. It's really hard to get your life that low just to have this little benefit. But Cold Blood on certain attackers would be a game changer. But for all that effort, you should just have a Pierce monster instead. It's a nice talent. It's cool. It's gimmicky. But it's pay to win. So first off, I can't advise it as much. And second off, it's hard to use. The pay to win talent in the Battle Pass that you just gotta grind through the Battle Pass, you don't have to beat an entire Era Saga, is Protostar. When the turn starts, if the wearer's life is below 50%, heals wearer by, 52,500 points. I think that is the most points I've ever seen on a talent. Like, usually it's 30,000, it's below 30,000, it's some weird only 1,000 points. But this is 52,000 3 times. You are going to have a lot of sustainability on your tank if you run this. And applies blind to a random enemy. This is going to be fantastic on monsters like Fropsy. There are a lot of monsters, good tanks this season. They've really gave out a lot of tanks this era that this is going to be great on. And then it applies blind on a random enemy. That is RNG. That is going to be nice at best. It's going to mean nothing most times, though. And then the Golden Legends Pass monster, the Great Cthulhu. He is... Wow, I love his design. He's one of the coolest reboots that I've seen. A reboot that I've quite frankly always wanted, but never thought they'd find a reason for. He is... Wow. Oh my god, guys. He is double legendary element. I think that means you can use him in the legendary dungeons where you have to use a legendary. I don't know. But wow, he is double legendary. That is how, mythical this guy is. He's double legendary. His trait isn't all that. Abomination is pretty bad. At least he's not a dark monster. Resurrection block, this counters Uriel. He's tough, always nice to have. Status caster nightmares, it's whatever. 50% stamina drain, that drains a tank stamina, but who cares? He doesn't have cold blood for a trait. He can only apply cold blood. He's really... Honestly, I don't think he's going to be meta. He's a super sick denier. He's got a lot of cool gimmicks. He's a double legendary. We have not seen that in, ever for a mythical. He's the first guy to have a legendary element. Kind of weird that they chose him, of all people, to be the first legendary mythical. But then again, his the whole lore with him is that he is beyond mythical. People just didn't want to believe that he existed. He is the great Cthulhu. That is super sick. That really compliments him. He can do cold blood. He can do fear. He can do stamina removal. He can do controls. He can do cooldown removal. I really thought he'd be able to do revival moves, but he can't. He is a mysterious and very scary monster. I can't say that I know exactly what he does, but I'll definitely go over his skill set to give you a better idea soon. But yeah, great Cthulhu. He has an amazing design. Wow, look at that. But yeah, that is about it for this video. A lot to do this season. Just to recap it real quick, grind to get this light voltaik. He's one of the best free attackers we've gotten all era, and that is definitely worth picking up. Try and breed Preston. Finally, we're out of the Walking Dead era, so you'll just get YouTuber monsters now, for better or for worse. Save up your coins just so that you can get these summoning tickets. Try and get as many maze coins as you can get. Try and see about the summoning event. See if it's for you. See if it's something that you decide is worth grinding out. And yeah, there's a lot to do in this new season. It feels like a new era. Watch the videos for the cells. Leave a like on this video. I hope you found it helpful. Leave a like to help it get to other people. There's a lot to know on this new season, and I try to go over it all. Leave a comment and I will respond. There's a lot to talk about in this new season. Just whatever you feel like leaving a comment on, I will respond. I always love to see your thoughts and comments down below. Subscribe to join the Crab Army. We are at 122 subscribers. That is a massive milestone, and I thank you all so much for it. We're only going up, so subscribe before we get higher. You want to be able to say you subscribe before we hit 200 subs. So be able to do that and be able to say it. Thank you so much for watching, though. That is really all the support I need. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, I'll be giving you updates as I learn what's going on this new season. I'll give you reviews of the monsters. Yeah, so stay tuned. I'll see you in the next one. Your favorite Omni-Crab signing out.